sing a song, a soldier's song with cheering routing chorus. As round our blazing fires we throng, the starry heavens o'er us, impatient for a coming fight. And as we wait the morning's light, here in the silence of the night, we'll chant soldier song. Soldiers of peace, whose lives are pledged to our land. Son of come and be always sworn to be free. No more our ancient Ireland shall shelter of the despot or the slave. Tonight we have the war of will in death's come war you with cannon roll and rumble steel. We'll chant a song.
Good day to everyone listening to this broadcast. Welcome to the African Portal Radio TV International. Is happening right here, right now on the African Portal Radio TV International here in Pretoria, South Africa. It's going to be another lovely time with Paul J. Kelly in the studio with me that will be having this conversation together. For those of you connecting to this broadcast, kindly share this program. Let it go viral. Let's celebrate this great African icon. Let's celebrate this global icon. Let's celebrate this Irish icon. Let's celebrate the great man of our time on the African Portal Radio TV. Do me a favor, please. Your comment is very, very important in this program. Kindly comment, like, share. That is the only thing you can do for this program to go viral. Kindly share this program. Send your comment through. Thank you very much. Aro Olua Lusheye. Nice one. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Please keep sending your comments. Keep sending comments. That will give us a lot of strength to continue on this broadcast this hour. We're waiting for you. Remember, we are in this together. The more comments you send through, the more energy you pour into this program to go viral. Please keep sending your comment through to the program. We are having a beautiful time in the studio, and it's going to be another lovely time in the studio. For those of you that you are just connecting with us, let me use this time to greet everyone all over the world. In South Africa, where I am now, Dumela, Ashe, Moloi, in northern part of Africa and the rest part of the world. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to everyone in French-speaking country. Bonjour in East Africa. Abarisa Muchana, Abarisa Muchana. Thank you, everyone, joining us. Thank you very much. It's happening on the African Portal right here, right now on the African Portal Radio. Let me take this time to welcome guests, the great leader into the podium, into the African Portal. Welcome to South Africa. And let me give you opportunity to greet my listeners at home. And let me give you opportunity to introduce yourself to my audience all over the world. This is a global voice on the African Portal. How are you today, sir?
I am the very best, Joshua. Thank you very much for having me on the program.
It's a great pleasure. It's a great pleasure to have you here. It's a great pleasure to have you here. Let me allow you to introduce yourself to my listeners at home and all over the world, where you are, who you are, and the position you hold in the society.
I'm in Northern Ireland here right now, in a place called Strabane, County Tyrone. I'm in a rural area called Drum. It's where one of the tallest man-made structures is put up in the world. So I believe I've been to all around the world. Love doing charity work and motivating people and encouraging people to be a better version of themselves. Uh, don't be letting anybody put anything negative on you. You are enough. You are worthy. It's like take a chance on yourself, invest in yourself.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Kumo Africa, thank you so much for your comments. We need to tell our story. Thank you very much. It's happening right here, right now on the African Portal Radio. It's a great time. This is a global voice on the African Portal Radio. Paul J. Kelly, thank you very much. Let me firstly give a kind of background of my guest, who my guest is. Let's quickly talk a bit. Let's give you a kind of preamble of what is coming on this show and the guest in the studio, what he have been able to achieve for, to himself. Let's quickly look at some of the background of where it is coming from and some of the things that you need to know about him. I really appreciate those of you connecting to this broadcast. Well, this broadcast, please share this broadcast. Is very, very important. You share it. It's going to be a beautiful time and a lovely time in the studio. I have a lot of things to talk about this great man, but let me start by saying he's a positive, powerful person. I have plenty of ups and downs between breaking my back, having severe pains for 18 years, having depression and waiting and waiting to end my life, going through a divorce after abuse, verbally, pleasure times, going to Kenya in 2016 to build house for a charity called Ray of Sunshine, where I built 9 houses for little girls who were sexually abused. Just had a hand on a local radio station requesting a voluntary after a radio and had turned off and said, I am going to go. I have also been to Japan, America. My delight is to empower others to become joy. Many thanks in advance. Thank you very much, billionaire, trillionaire, inside and out. I like that. I like that. And that is where I'm going to start with trillionaires inside and out. And to everyone listening to us, Paul J. Kelly is from Highland. I'm based in Highland right now, and is live on the African Portal, is on the spotlight. Let's quickly talk a bit about trillionaire inside and how. What does that mean? And what are you trying to put out there to your listeners about this?
What the message that I'm putting across, Joyce, is that what you believe in your mind and then mainly in your heart, that's what you will be. So you must imprint real powerful statements to yourself every day and say you're worthy. Never put a capital on how much you can earn or what you're valued. So you must feel rich inside to be rich outside. So it all starts from within. For too long, I've been drummed down and told I'm not worthy. So I realize that you have to flip that right round and be the motivation, be the power, do what you want to do. You only have one life, you've only one chance. So feel like a trillionaire, even though you may not be. Have that feeling. If you have that feeling, the vibration, you will attract it to you.
No, I like what you said. I like what you said because the way you carry yourself determine how people accept you. Feel like a trillionaire, even though the situation around you may not show that you are a trillionaire, but position yourself in that category and have that mindset in you that you are a trillionaire. And I haven't said that I used to tell people you don't need to become, the richest man in the world before you enjoy life. With the little you have, package yourself well and enjoy every moment. Enjoy every moment. And that is one of the things that the conversation is going to concentrate on the African portal this hour. To everyone joining us, it's a great pleasure to have this great man in the house with me that will be having this conversation together. So let's quickly talk a bit about your journey. I read some of the things that you actually sent to me. And one of it is that I believe I am a leader and I will be known in every corner of the world, just as Lady Dina, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, Liz Brown, Oprah Winfrey. You mentioned a lot of great man that you also want to you want the world to know you as they know all these great men and women. Let's quickly talk a bit about that, and let's talk about your contribution back to the society and the community. All these leaders you mentioned laid their life down for people, the humanitarian service, a good leader live by example. So let me throw this to you. What does it mean to be a great leader to you? And what are the characteristics of the great leader?
A great leader to me is someone who loves from within and gives your heart and soul to everyone you meet, and be outgoing, be grateful, have gratitude. That is a great leader, and someone who can mix with any age group. Uh, so don't put yourself in a box. You're not better than anybody else, and you're equal. But encourage people to be better, no matter where they are in the world or what their position is. They always have somebody to look up to, and give them a memorable moment. Tell them they are joy, and make them say their joy to themselves. So encourage people to remember that they were inspired on this TV radio station, that they are enough. Get yourself into a better position. Don't be thinking negative thoughts. Think positively. If you get a negative thought, just change it instantly.
No, great. Let's quickly look at the at what you said. I mean, as a leader needs to be someone that is not putting himself ahead of people, but someone that is ready to serve the people. You have opportunity to be in Kenya some years back to do a kind of humanitarian service there. Can we talk a bit about that? Can we engage on that? And what motivates you to be doing all this? Is it because you have a potential to become a leader? Is that the reason why you are doing all those things, or is it something that you see that is important to the community and you want to do it for people without expecting anything in return?
Yes, well, what the real motivation for me was, I was in a sort of a downward spiral in my life. I wasn't really content, and I just heard this. The radio station was very crackly, and all of a sudden there comes in an ad, lovely clear, so it's obviously on the same vibration as me, looking for volunteers. And I never had thought of this in my life before, to do this, but just at that moment in time, I got this feeling to follow my heart and to go to that meeting that night and get involved. And there was nobody changing my mind, so that's it. Make a decision, go and do it. So I went to the far side of the world and give a helping hand. No matter what, you're always able to do something to help the group, and mix in, do your best, and that'll give somebody else a better life. So that was just an inspirational moment that really memorable, and I'm glad I made the decision to do so.
Indeed. I like what you say. That is something that you do is as a humanitarian service that you render to the society, and you are motivated because you see and you can feel it that is important that you need to do that for a fellow human being or for a particular community. Okay, so let's talk about it. Why is it Kenya? Is it mean that is only Kenya that comes to your mind, or is only Kenya that is that you only have as an option to go and render such service to? Can you tell us how do you come across that to actually go to Kenya to render that service?
No, I believe I go to any part of the world that needed help. I'm willing to travel to any country if I thought I could help somebody else's way of life. It doesn't have to be Kenya; it can be anywhere in Africa or anywhere in the world, or anywhere local. It's all about giving back to your fellow person and community. Do something for the community. Should it only be going to lift rubbish? Uh, Learn to be useful in the society instead of drumming people down. Get out there and help. Give a helping hand. Any town, any village, any city, any country.
No, thank you very much. I like that. That is, you can read, you can do that. I have a lot of people coming in. Oh, yes, sir. Africana, thank you so much. Say, awesome interview. Thank you so much. Keep sending it. Keep sending it. Remember, we are in this together. Let's celebrate this great leader of our time. These are the people that they were inspiring to become a great leader like Nelson Mandela. They want to become a great leader like Martin Luther King, like Mama Teresa's. And those are the kind of the people that he actually captured and had in the mind to become like those leaders that I mentioned. Paul J, let's quickly look at the issue of you become a motivational speaker, Why that? And what does it mean to be a motivational speaker? What is your job to the community or to the society, and what impact motivational speaker making in the society?
Motivational speaker can make such an impact. I remember like 8 or 10 years ago where I was going through lots of pain, and I remember seeing Lisa Nichols on, and she was like so inspirational to me just at that time. It's only a matter of hearing a little video, and she's been such an amazing person. I've followed her for so long, and even this year she had sent me a wee Christmas card there. So she's an Abundance Now book. So a book called Abundance Now. And they even sent a wee card there to wish you happy Christmas. Them small things from somebody on the far side of the world can mean so much to somebody like me. And that leaves they're not better than anybody else. They still can reach out to anyone with a small letter, a small compliment. And this book here for Les Brown, you've got to be hungry. So this means you need to be hungry for what you want. Are you hungry to help someone? You are hungry to motivate and inspire someone to get up. Someone that's in pain, encourage them to walk, encourage them to move, look left, look right. Reach out and bring somebody up. Should be an older person or a younger person. You know there's someone out here today that needs you to speak up, be that person, be that light. Shine a light for them, be the torch, reach out, give them a little hand.
Thank you very much. If you see me bending down my head, I'm just trying to respond back to some messages that is coming in. I'm not trying to be rude. So if you see me bend down, I'm responding to a lot of messages coming in. A lot of people are sending messages. People are commenting. People are, sending messages to self down. Some people want to know more about you and stuff like that. So I'm just multitasking by responding to them. But I like what you said about that. You said something that I want to quote you there. You have people like Liz Brand, and they have been the kind of person that you have listened to their books, their life, their philosophy have already inspired you to also do great for your society and the community. But you said something. You said the best words are thank you, God. Ask and you shall receive. Believe in you. You have greatness within you. You have greatness within you. A lot of people are listening to me right now, and they've listened to many motivational speakers before, and they see all these words like, no, they are just motivating us. Greatness within you. How can someone discover the greatness within them? I want you to motivate someone out there as a motivational speaker. How can someone be able to discover himself and get the greatness within?
Just the one major thing is just go to a mirror right now and just do this right now. Look into your eyes and just say, thank you, God, for me being here alive right now. And just give yourself a hug. Feel the vibration that you are enough. And just smile and just don't let what anybody speaks to you come into your mind. Just shut everything else off, turn all things, wee motorbikes that run around your head, turn them all off and go and hug yourself and just look into your eyes, right into the pupils of your eyes and say, you are enough, you are worthy, I am worthy. And whatever you really have a notion of doing, do it. Go start today, do it. Get a hardback book, write down whatever your goals are, and you will achieve them. Take this time right here, right now to be inspired. Get a little notebook and write things down. Also have one for negative things that you want out of your mind. So write them onto paper and get them out of your mind. Get them away. Burn them. Throw them in the bin. You don't need anything toxic. If your cup is over full, you can't take anything else. Empty out some of the stuff, any old baggage you have. Get rid of it. It's not necessary.
Wow, 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 wow. What a very interesting way. What he's saying is that to discover your greatness, to discover yourself, firstly, say thank you, Lord, for giving me this time to be alive as well. Hug yourself. Then when you hug yourself, firstly, look inwardly. What is it that you create with me that is unique about my life? What is it that I am here for? You firstly need to discover the purpose of your living. You have to know why you are here. You have to know, because God is not just put you here just to pay bills, just to eat, just to go work and come back and die. No, that is not the reason why God put you here. All the great leaders mentioned earlier on, they put their life down, they discover themselves. Mr. Mandela know how important it is for him to fight for the freedom of the blacks in South Africa, and he put it upon himself to achieve that. Martin Luther King as well stood up for what he believed to be the freedom of the black race in the America, and he stand for it and he fight for it. Mother Teresa as well, a very beautiful example. These are the kind of the leader that they have put their life down, regardless of the challenges that is facing them. They don't look down on themselves. No, they may not have the resources, they may not have what it takes for them to achieve it, but they have the belief within themselves that they can do it. If you also can believe in yourself that you can be what God destined you to be, you will definitely be it, and you will achieve the greatness. The failure comes when you start doubting yourself. That is when the failure comes from. When you start doubting yourself, when you start looking down on yourself, when you start telling yourself, no, I cannot, I cannot. Those are the kind of words that can bring you down and that can make you not to achieve your goal. Paul J. Kelly said he wants to be like a leader, like the great leaders in the world that have done so well for their people, and that is his dream, that is his vision, and he's working towards that every day. Paul J., thank you very much. Let me take you from the word of belief. Believe. I like that. I like that. Believe. How can somebody believe in himself? Because many people on the surface of earth today, they doubt themselves. Every little thing, they doubt themselves. Where the belief come from, and how can people believe themselves?
You must believe to achieve. So you can believe things are right or things are wrong. You make your own choice, but make the decision to believe and get comfortable, and then change your perspective just every day. Like I have a little, what do you say, mantra or thing I say every day. Like, be a man of faith, and faith will sustain you, sustain a life of love, and love will embrace you. Embrace God's grace, and God's grace will follow you. Follow in his footsteps, and his footsteps will lead to life everlasting. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Something just as simple as that can keep you motivated when you get up or down, and that will encourage you to stay with it.
Wow, 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 wow. What a beautiful advice there. Everyone listening to us, this is the African Portal Radio TV International. We're coming to you live from Pretoria here in South Africa. It's happening right here, right now on the African Portal Radio. If you are connecting to this broadcast, please share it, let it go viral. If you're watching this program later, kindly share it with someone as well. Let them also aware that this is happening right here on the African Portal. It is a great pleasure to have the great leader in the house with me on the African Portal Global Voice. Paul J. Kelly is with me. We are having a conversation. We are just laying the foundation. We have not got to the business of the day yet. Paul J, let me give you the background of what is coming in this show, which we already covered some of it. We will be talking about the importance of the motivational speaker in our society, which we already did. As well, we'll be throwing some questions to you about your own personal view towards some certain things. As well, we're going to put you on the hot seat where we'll be throwing some hot questions to you about life generally and about things that is happening around us currently. As well, we'll be celebrating and giving you some tap in the shoulder to say well done for the great job that you are doing globally, and well done for believing in your vision. And we say we celebrate you on the African Pot, and that is what I'm going to be doing right now. We appreciate the work that you are doing. We appreciate your contribution to the womankind, and we give you a tap in the shoulder. We say well done for the great job that you are doing. Well done for believing in humanity. Well done for your contribution to other parts of the world. Well done, well done, well done. Let's quickly go to another aspect of this conversation that is going to be more exclusive and very, very deep. And that is, Paul J, you have a lot of ups and downs in your life. You have seen it all. You faced a lot of ups and downs. Can you tell us some of the reason? I mean, some of the stories. Can you take us back to the line of history? Tell us a bit about your background, where you are coming from. What do you see when you are growing up, and what are the challenges facing you when you are growing up, and how do you come out of them? I put about 3 questions there. So take us back to the line of history. Tell us a bit about yourself and what you experienced as you are growing up, and what are the challenges that you are facing. Let me put this to read to make it easy for us to make the to cover the time. How do you handle failure? How do you handle failure? Let me give you the podium to quickly explain that. Take us back to the line of history and quickly respond to all those questions that I threw to you.
Well, I can go back as far as school age, where I wasn't really the type that was easy educated. I used to be one of them people that come home from school with just an empty school bag and a lunchbox, and it wasn't on me to get trained, or just all I wanted to do was just metalwork and do something with my hands, like engineering or welding or fabrication. But when I left school in 1997, I wanted to build a garage of my own, and at that time we were out of sight, and I was unfortunate that I had a severe accident where, you say a backstory, I broke my back while we were riding out. I had a tractor accident where I was folded up in two and really burst my bone. So I ended up in the hospital for 1 month, lying looking at the wee dots in the, in the roof and the ceiling in the hospital. But that was a very challenging time for me. But I did not lose faith. I still sat there, and I remember the man coming on to me and says, "What are you drawing?" And I had drew a shed that I wanted to put up, and just kept the mind going. But the main struggle there was I had to be fit to manage the stairs. So the stairs were like flight of stairs, but where I lived in a flat at that stage, we had like 2 flights of stairs to go up to get there. So they wouldn't release me from the hospital until I had the stamina or the energy to go up and down the stairs. So it used to take three nurses to take me out the stairs and get me to go up and down a few stairs. But with determination, whenever they had their back turned, I would have sneaked out and went up and down the stairs. I'd done 2 flights. I seen myself going that far that I'd run out of energy and was unable to come down again for a long time. They thought I was lost. But that was like the determination that I was going to get up out of there and go and walk again. Because when I first landed in the hospital, they said that I may not never walk again because I broke my back. So that was a real challenge, but thankfully I got through it. Plaster pass, jacket, whatever. I know I suffered for 18 years or more with severe pain, not able to move, real difficulty getting up and down of chairs, and it was a disaster. But I get through that. There was so determined. I kept drawing the building, the plan that I wanted to do, and I have that built now. The garage complete, finished, and then there was another time where I fell off, come off the roof again, come off a ladder, fell down, and went back to the same scenario. All I can remember is kind of move my legs, so it was like slither my feet along the ground. And then again, it was the same thing again. Back in ambulance, back on the spinal board, onto the hospital again, more CAT scans, more disaster. So after that in my life, I was going through lots of up and down. So there I was thinking of going back to the same scenario where I was going to be like not able to work again, wondering what I was going to do for income. My mindset and all that was going crazy. So at that time, like one Sunday evening, my mind got off, and I went to just for a drive, just anywhere for a drive to get me out of the house. Just with my head was going. I wasn't going through a good patch in life, and I remember driving to a river, where there was 3 rivers met. There was real floods that day, and I got out that river, and I wanted to end my life. I was up on the wire, looking to jump into the water, and just at that stage, what way is it going to take me? And something in my mind says, I have to be worth more than this. And there was me at the waterside. If you can imagine this, at the waterside, the river was like, I'll say 12 foot deep, tearing past. It was just taking the weeds, trees, everything was it. And I was just ready to jump on. Because things weren't going right in my life, I thought that this was the end of it. This was the easy way out. But I had to be worth more. I have more to give. And thankfully, God has kept me here to right now, where I'd come from that, and I went from there, and I drove to a local hospital, which is a mental institute called the TNF, where lots of people go whenever their mind has gone, or they're put in there because people have lost heart in them, or they've lost just lost their mind, lost way in life. And I spent an hour or 2 in there with guys that had slit their wrists and went through the craziest stories they told me. And I remember shaking, but not to be in there, asked me what was wrong there, what I wanted to do. And I eventually went home again. So from on that time, I went through like some crazy ups and downs. So that's it. So I renovated houses and went through. And then, unfortunately, our relationship between me and my wife, we grew apart. Things was just not going the way that they used to. And then that's when I made a decision to go to Kenya and come back again. Things for another 9 months maybe, and things still didn't work out. Until my body locked up, I seized from head to toe, which was really more pain than actually I was in whenever I broke my back. So you can imagine breaking your back. That's a severe pain, but this was like body lock, body seizure, every joint in me. I couldn't move a hair. That's what I was squealing out of me. So at that time, I made a decision that it's time to go. I have to move on. And I got myself a mobile home and moved out on the 11th of 11/16. And that's a very, very powerful numbers, very powerful energy numbers. And I had again made a decision in my life. I was going to change. It was just time to change. I wasn't content. And till this day, I'm doing great. Thankfully, I've got my life back together again. So that shows you, like, I've gone through some ups and downs, and I feel encouraged to keep going, keep going. Like, there's another person like Lady Diana, so inspires me. All that she went through, she went to people that had cancer, third world countries, doesn't matter, young or old, nursing homes. What the way they were affected, she stood beside them and held their hand. May I have that opportunity to do the same, be a life-giving person to anyone that needs it. So that's an amazing part of my story. So that's why I look so much forward to all the leaders of the world. And what I say, just amazing to be on here today, have the opportunity to speak on Africa Radio live and broadcast it around the world. And I have said that many a time that I've been known globally. And there you go. How many miles away am I speaking today? So to every home I go into, please let yourself know that you are enough, you are worthy, and believe in you. There's only one person you have to believe in. That is you. You're only here for a short time. Get up and go. Smile. Look around. Think of a different thing. Be a different person right here, right now. Good morning, Joshua.
I like that. I like that. You see, I hope somebody is getting to, getting the message, and it's very clear. It's very clear. Thank God for where you are, and don't look down on yourself. Paul J go through a lot in his life. There is a time that he lost his back. There is a time that he faced a lot of things when it comes to time spending in the hospital, and most, funny things happened. That still, that doesn't stop him keep moving. So keep moving, believe in yourself, discover yourself, look inwardly, and know that you can. Don't look down on yourself. I keep on saying that if there is anything that you are going to get out of this program this hour, don't look down on yourself. Don't let the situation determine what you are going to be. Don't let what you are going through now be the reason why you will quit. And don't let the sickness that the doctor diagnosed that no, this is the sickness that you have. Don't write yourself off. Don't write yourself off. That is not the end of your life. That's, you are still breathing. There's still hope for you. The Bible says that there is a hope for a tree that's cut down, that at the set of the water, the tree will spring up again. So there is a hope for you. There is a hope for you. I like to pray, and somebody's connecting with that as well. That's Kumo Africa say we are here for a short time. Said by Paul J. Kelly. That is true. That is true. There's so much coming from him as well. He also say it's happening right now. Say your comment is very important. Yes, your comment is very important to this broadcast. Keep sending your comment through. That's we give us a lot of energy on this show this hour. Paul J, thank you very much. I like what you say about that. Let's quickly go to the another aspect of this conversation that is very, very important. How do you handle fear, and how do you handle disappointment? You've been disappointed several times in your life. How do you handle that? And what does disappointment actually mean to you?
Well, there's one way to handle it. There's a little program, I'm not sure if you've watched it or not, and it's called The Law of Attraction by Rhonda Byrne. It's
Love
so
of abstraction.
inspirational. Everybody should watch it. And no matter how down or how up or where you think you are in life, that will motivate you to go to the next step. So it's all about taking one step at a time, keep moving forward. So watch that film, The Law of Attraction by Rhonda Byrne.
One
It's
step
film The
at a
Secret.
time. Continue.
And that there, all you have to do is play a little bit of it, and there'll be some part resonate. It doesn't matter what age group you are in. We all should. It should be taught to us in school, but then again, it's like no, it should be on television, not television. the, the law of mighty film. So watch that, or just tape some wee thing that motivates you on your phone, and keep playing it over and over again. You are enough. You are worthy. Anything. Get an I am mattress. There are loads of things out there. Anything with a wee small music tune. If it's like water trickling, you hear. Like, I'm a water person, and I love to hear the sound of water, or even birds. Or go out into nature and hug a tree and feel the vibration from it. People doesn't appreciate the small things like a sheltering tree in the sun and the land of Africa. A tree is so important. It shelters you from the sun. It sucks the water from the ground. It tells you all the different seasons. The leaves comes on and off. So it has up and down times as well. But it offloads all its. It offloads all the stuff. It doesn't keep all the negativity inside it. It looks for new leaves all the time. So once a year, it'll offload its leaves, and it goes through a time where it's bald. So you're chilling down. The next thing you see, it will blossom. Lovely green leaves again. So be like that. We are nature. A tree is cells. We are cells. Get yourselves energized and fired up. Keep going. You're worthy.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you very much, sir, for that. Thank you so much. You see, when you have challenges, we are giving you the keys to it. When you have disappointment, that is not end of your life. I used to tell people that whatever that is making you angry is teaching you patience. Whatever, anytime that anyone look down on you, the person is actually teaching you how to be independent. And well, anytime you are disappointed, the person is teaching you how to believe in yourself. So there is always a reason why one or two things happen in your life. Look inwardly, learn the lesson in some of the lesson of life, because as we are going in life, everyday life is a lesson, and we always waking up to the classroom, and we will be learning from now till when we get back to the grave. So every day of your life, learn something. Don't let the setback, don't let the disappointment, don't let what you say, don't let the things that is not working out for you, don't let the reason why you quit. Upon what Paul KJ Kelly have gone through in his life. He doesn't give up in his vision, doesn't give up in his dream. He have a dream to be a leader. He's working towards it, and is making sure that he's making impact. And that is what he's doing right now on the African Portal Radio, on the Power Voice, addressing the world. He's giving his own part of life. It's part of his life. He's giving it out to somebody out there, encouraging someone out there, and telling us how we can do it and how we can be able to be a better person in our life. And that is the main reason why we are putting this together, to encourage someone and to let someone know that you can do it. Paul, let me quickly take you back to one of the things that you said during your explanation. You mentioned something that is very, very important to me, and I think I need to lay more emphasis on that. And that is the belief that one has in itself, the belief one has in itself. What can you say to someone that is involved in a car accident? He lost his wife, he lost his children, he lost his car, only him survived. What kind of advice as a motivational speaker, how can you motivate such person in time such as that?
Well, in a time such as that, what I would say is God only takes the good flowers, so they can look at it that anybody they lost was all so bright and blossoming. But he is here for another reason. He has this job now to soldier on, and he will manage. He has got greatness within him. And so just watch that film that I recommended and write out positive aspects of what he can take away from it, and believe that things are possible. Things will work out from it. That was a reason. That was to teach the person a lesson, or to encourage them to go to the next level and just change the route in life. They may be able to inspire somebody by telling the story of their loved ones. They still have photographs and memories, and it's a big thing to let the person go. Don't be grieving over all the times that holds you back. Let whoever has been here with you remember the good times. Don't be grieving, and let them go gracefully, and you will shine. So that's it. So you are enough. You're here for a reason. If you lost someone, you'll remember the good things. You can write down the good things. You have a little picture or an image. But remember, it's all about you right here, right now. So you have to be enough. You have to be strong within, and keep going. You're worthy. Have a big smile, like you are joy, and get Joshua to get you on a program like this, and you will be totally motivated to keep going and see the possibilities in life there for you. There's something there for you. Reach out and get it. Something you have been intending to do for years. Please do it now, today. Start, make a step toward it. Put down a date for this and a time, and believe it. Take a picture of it, a mental picture of where you want to end up or what you want to do, and you'll have it in your mind. The only time we have is here now. Like we're all like this glass. We don't know how much time we've got left. You only have here and now. As the salt passes through, you only have here and now in the sand glass. So don't be thinking about yesteryear, here and now. Be real positive right here, right now, and enjoy life. So make a decision that you're going to achieve that goal that you wanted. Should it be a new home, a new house, a new car, a new friendship, a new relationship? Write out exactly what you want, the things you want in the house or the things you want in a person, or where you want to go, when you want to go, who you want to be with. Make that mental picture in your mind and keep revisiting. Get a vision board or something like that, and have a picture on your phone. Every time you open your phone, you'll see the picture of what you want to happen. So always look, there's always positive. Look for the positive things in life. Be like the sunshine. Keep shining daily. Even the weather is bad, shine from within.
Keep shining daily. I like that. I like that. Keep shining daily. Be like a sunshine. Be wow, wow, wow. Be like a sunshine. Shine daily. And let me tell you, even when you are shining, remember, even if you look up to the sky, there is always a side of the sky that is always dark. So don't think that everything in life is going to go smoothly. There will always be a darkest hour in the life. And when you are going through the tunnel, let me tell you this, no matter how dark that tunnel is, there will always be light at the end of the tunnel. So don't jump out of the train now. Don't give up on yourself now. Don't say because you are going through the tunnel and it's too dark, you want to get down. Don't get down, because if you get down now, you will never get to the end of the tunnel and you never see the light, because you don't know what is on the left and the right side of the tunnel. So stay where you are now. Enjoy the ride. Help is on the way. I like that. So let me quickly quote you on that, on what you say. What drive you and what keep you going?
Just the possibilities of getting to the top and being a leader, like all them leaders that I have mentioned on my quote to you, like that. So many people in the world looks up to people like that and gives them a memory, or gives them the possibility of being who they want to be. So just take it. It's like if you're looking down, you have negative thoughts. There's a saying, you cannot think a negative thought when you're looking up. So that's why you look towards the sunshine. Always look up. If you're looking under the ground, you won't find anything. It's like a good day here in Ireland. People looks up, you'll get a conversation. But if it's a bad day or wet day, they seem to be looking under the ground all the time. I don't know what they want to find, because up here, looking up, the only way to look is look up at things in life and enjoy.
Hmm. Wow, look up to things in life. Oh wow, there are a lot of words coming out of you that I'm actually, thank you very much, Kumo Africa, for giving us all those quotes that is actually putting in this place. Please, oh, this is going to help you in the journey of life. So let me quickly quote you on that before I take you back to the to Ireland. Before we talk a bit about Ireland and what is going on in Ireland, and regarding the COVID-19, we're going to have a bit of conversation around that as well, and what people need to do in times such as this, when the COVID-19 affecting everyone globally. What is success means to you?
Now, the way I look at COVID, I don't take it on. I usually turn off the news. There's a thing in life, it's what you believe. Whatever you give energy to will give more energy to it. So I don't turn on the TV, don't listen to anything about COVID. I don't even usually mention the word. It hasn't changed my life at all. I have kept going. I have been moved about the country, thankfully. Just keep your distance, but people are just drummed into negativity and they all believe what they're told. So I'm the total opposite. I'm like this one sheep that'll go a different direction. And you have to be your own leader, be your own mindset, and keep yourself healthy. It's what you eat. Even more so, it's what you watch and what you listen to can poison your mind and make you sick. Because the doctor tells you you've only so much long to live. Most people believe that. If they told a month, they'll just live a month. Well, they put your date on it. Put your date on it. It's up to you to be the boss. Believe in you. You are going to live for 111 years or 50 years or whatever target you want. Don't be letting people put an imprint on you. When you come here, you're a plain slate, nothing on it. So it's whatever is put on it by other people that you end up to be. On my second visit to Kenya in 2018, we went to an orphanage, and I asked the lady for memorable stories. She had a little child that was dropped off by its mother or its parents in the ocean, left lying in the ocean. They didn't want it. But God and Mother Nature, the birds come around that there and built sticks around that child, and it was saved. And then now the first word that child spoke when it was 4 or 5 years old, it went whoa, 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 whoa. The sound of the
Podje,
bird.
let me interrupt you there. Let me interrupt you there. I have a caller all the way from Greece. David Armstrong is with me in the studio right now, all the way from Greece, based in Athens in Greece. He's also from America, but based in Athens in Greece. Let me put him on the spotlight. Let's hear what Dave Armstrong out for us. Dave, how are you this morning? Actually, it's afternoon.
It's afternoon here, but life is great, man. How about yourself, Joshua?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. Having a deep conversation with one of the great global leader, Paul, with me in the studio, and I see the comments you sent through. I like that. Say perspective is everything. Never say why me. Sometimes things are 100% out of our control. I like that, and I want you to just have a kind of contribution to the conversation that we are having with Paul J. Kelly. What is your view to what we are discussing? And the post, comments you just make now. I just want you to say something about never say why me. Never say why me. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. First, I want to say thank you for calling me up, man. I appreciate that, and I don't want to take the spotlight off of Paul. This is just my 2 cents on the conversation. So, Paul, I'm not trying to take the spotlight off of you, brother. Can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you. Paul is hearing you.
Okay. So, look, a lot of us go through life asking, why God? Why me? Why me? Why did I get diagnosed with cancer? Why did my friend die? Why did my toe get stuck on the bed? You know, why did I lose the job? And sometimes you need to be introspective. You need to think about your contribution to the negative thing that happened, right? But sometimes shit just happens, and it's out of our control. And the more you stay in this why me phase, the longer it's going to take you to realize that you have to move on. You feel me? A lot of us go, why me? And I'm not saying don't ask why me ever, right? Because a lot of times, if you lose your job, maybe you suck at your job. That's why you lost it. It's not in God's hands. You suck at what you did. Wow. You screwed up. You lost the job. Get better, right? But if you get into a car accident and somebody hits you behind and hurt, you break your leg, you're in the hospital for a month, and you're crying, why me, God? Why me? Why did it happen to me? Why not you? Well, what makes you so damn special that life doesn't impact you? This is life, man. People die, people get hurt, people stub their toe on the couch. You know, these things happen. So sometimes it's 100% out of our control. You know, don't be a smoker all your life, right? You smoke cigarettes all your life, and then when you get 50, 60 years old and you develop cancer and you go, well, God, me. Well, hold on. Look in the mirror for a minute for the last 60 years and then tell yourself why. But there's plenty of people that do the right thing and end up getting cut from their job or developing cancer. And then they stick in this place of why me? And you go, well, wait a minute. It sucks that it happens, right? It's sad. I'm compassionate. But why not you? Why not you? This is, you know, people develop cancer, diagnose cancer every damn day in the world, right? Good people that eat right, that are healthy, that work out every day, that watch the things that they put in their body, get cancer. People get hit from behind by a drunk driver or somebody texting. Every day this happens. So the longer you're stuck in this why me crap phase, and I understand it sucks, but the longer you're there, the longer it's going to take you to accept and move on.
Indeed, indeed.
That's my little bit of thought.
Wow. Deep Armstrong, thank you very much. That's a very great contribution to this conversation. Paul, you want to say something?
No, Dave, just thank Dave for his input there. It's like, why me is you for a reason. We can all handle things. It makes you a stronger person. It's up to you then to change your mindset and dig yourself out of the hole. You can do it. Change your thinking. That's you. Some people say stinking thinking.
Mindset is the hardest thing to change, man. You know, I hear all these people talking about you can achieve greatness, you can do this, you can do that, but you got to change your environment. You got to change fundamentally the way you're biologically set up to think. I could get into an hour-long conversation about biology and why we are the way we are, but I won't. But this is the norm, right? This where we fall into this default mode of thinking and being because we're biologically wired to do that. We're biologically wired to be comfortable and complacent. Anyway, long conversation, but I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad I can contribute a little bit. Maybe people think a little bit when they're watching and hearing us, and they go, I didn't think about that. You know, maybe. We'll see.
Wow. David, thank you so much for your contribution to this conversation. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Keep doing great job you are doing. The sky is no longer the limit, like I used to say. The sky is the starting point. Keep it up, bro. Talk to you later. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye for now. Thank you, everyone. It's a great pleasure to have this great man in the studio with me, Paul J. Kelly. He's one of the great global leader that is doing well for himself. Let me quickly talk a bit about your kind of relationship with Liz Brown, because to talk more about Liz Brown, what do you learn from him, and how do you get connected to Liz Brown?
Well, we have a few things in common, but the main thing is I share the same birthday as Les Brown, the 17th of February. And when you share it's always very important to find out who is a massive leader that you share the same birthday with. So I'm grateful to say that I share my birthday with Les Brown, and he does he has speaking programs. He loves traveling the world, speaking to motivate people. He has spoke to like 80,000+ people in the Georgia Dome, and just giving them a message of motivation and hope. And there is doing some awesome work. He's 76 years old and still going. So he is such a leader. It's like Bob Proctor, the same, in his 80s, still going strong, motivating people every day. Some people, they die at 40 and retire at 60. These men are still going strong. Be the motivation, be the power, encourage people daily to do something about their life and appreciate life.
Wow. I like what you say. Encourage people daily. If you are connecting to this program, I have somebody just sending message on WhatsApp. He said, so awesome, Paul. You are an inspiration. People are sending message through. A lot of people are getting connected to this program, and I really appreciate it. Please keep sharing it. You can as well put your comment on the main program here on the African Portal platform for us to put it on the spotlight. Thank you very much, everyone joining us. We really appreciate it. Paul, let's quickly look at the situation whereby you have to leave everything you are doing now and start afresh. If you have to start afresh now, what will you do? Outside what you are doing now, if you have to leave everything you are doing now and you need to start afresh, what will it be?
Well, the thing that I feel drawn to do is I work at cars by trade, a mechanic by trade, and I also work on the motor factors part-time. But I feel drawn just to go to like nursing homes and get the thing all changed around there, get fed healthier foods, and get better care. There's loads of people in the world doing nothing. They could go into a care home and even they only feed that person their dinner instead of a plate sitting in front of them and then unable to eat. No, treat them like a child again, the way that we end up. We become a child and everything's done for you. And towards the end of life, I have visited so many nursing homes and people aren't receiving the respect that they should be given. Their parents would go clean mad if they thought they were left like that. So, and encourage school children to make a decision to have a better life. Just don't run with the normals. Be motivated. Watch like that law of attraction program and join groups. Get on a mentorship group or look up, shoot up a wee bit in life. Try and get up to the next level, next level, next level, next level. And you will bring others along with you. As you go from that step up, somebody's going to get onto your step. So you're encouraging people to get up, see a better vision, have a better tomorrow, and have a better future, and have a better world. So we help each other. And pollution, the rubbish that's tipped around this part of the world is unreal. Bags, cans, Coke bottles, KFC tins, McDonald's. We're constantly going out and picking up rubbish and take it to skip. People should put it in the bins. People's just way of living is like just throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. So it's like very important to respect your elders or that there and respect your nature, the public. If you put so much litter out there, it's getting back into the ocean, it's coming back there. You have to drink it. You're the one to filter. So you must get yourself like have healthy water, clean water systems, and them few things in life that you have to look after yourself. You are the main source. Whatever you put in, you will take out, comes out of you. So what are you feeding yourself with? Is it negativity or positivity? So I choose positivity, and may you also choose positivity. There's someone out there that you can look up to. You go to YouTube and you can get myself, Paul J. Kelly, on YouTube, or pick somebody that motivates you and listen to some of their wee things, and they'll keep you going. They'll bring you from darkness to light. Be that sunshine. Let people see you tomorrow and say, "What happened to you? Where were you? Why did you change? Who helped you along?" Be that person to help somebody. Should it be take somebody out to drive or whatever they're looking to do? Help others along the way, and that's how I love my life and how I feel motivated and feel to reach out. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Paul. You already answered the question that I'm about to throw to you as well. So you already respond to the next question on the list here. But let me quickly check with you. What is the greatest leadership quality that you think or you possess?
I believe that I'm a people's person, that I can reach out to any age group, and with keeping and dedication, I will be if I adjust my story to empower any group that I am asked to speak to, and that's an amazing gift to have. So I must work on it and keep going, keep sharpening it, and thankfully to Les Brown, the master himself, there's no better man to keep you motivated and teach. And people, it doesn't really matter where you're from in the world, what your background is, poor, rich, or what color your skin is. We're all the same. We're all blood vessels. It's all a pulsation. We all have our veins. We all are cells. So should it be a plant you want to treat and see the life in it, encourage, or an animal, do not treat others the way you would not like to be treated. And that's the way I love to be. I just love to be the best human being possible. And getting aired on the right around the world like this, it's wow.
Thank you very much. Don't treat people the way you want them to be treated. I mean, you want to be treated. Don't think that you give people, well, you treat people badly and you want them to treat you badly. I mean, to treat you good. And that is one of the problems that we are facing today. People treat other people badly, but when they have the retaliation of the way they treat other people, now they get cross and the things that they start complaining. Before I step out of your way, I have a very interesting question here. What are the 3 favorite quotes that have helped you in the journey of life and that are still helping you up to now? three favorite quotes that somebody can also connect with.
Yeah, there's loads of quotes, but Richard Branson is one there which I picked up on many years ago. When somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, grab it with both hands. Grab it with both hands and run with it, and you'll work out a way to do it. Like, it's thankfully through Fanny, a lady, which is in Les Brown's group as well. She reached out to me, or reached out to the group, and asked them to send in to African Portal Radio, and I done that, and look where I'm on now. If I didn't take that opportunity, no, that was an amazing opportunity, and I have took it, and now that has given me a chance to blast out to the world, and it was an amazing hour of my life, and I'm so grateful, Joyce, for you and the radio station, and the way you run the show, and you're a man of faith as well, so that's like amazing. You always attract your own crowd. Be on that better vibration, so get up there, keep going up the ladders, and bring others with you. So that's it. So if someone offers you an amazing opportunity, grab it with both hands and run with it. The how will be shown to you. If when you're determined enough, the how will be shown to you.
Thank you very much for that. When I got into the program, I actually play your national anthem. Let's talk a bit about Ireland. Many people have not been in your country, and many people want to know a bit about your country. What can you tell my listeners about Ireland?
Ireland has the most beautiful scenery in the world. We may not have the best weather, but when the sun shines, it is beautiful. But regardless, you will have beautiful scenery up and down, mountainous areas, hills and valleys, and the views are amazing. So welcome to anyone who wants to come to Ireland and tour about. There's loads of different traditions. Music, usually when things get back to going again, there's loads of different varieties of things to do, and everybody that comes to Ireland always ends up having a friend for life. You will get a relationship out of it.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm taking it a bit faster than what I expect, because we already exhaust the time that we budget for this program. Can you tell me what is the common food in Ireland that let's say I visit Ireland now? What is the kind of food that you will use to welcome me to your country, and what is the popular food in Ireland?
Most popular food is like potatoes and chips and stuff. They're all good here. It's hard to know. Say no. Lots of people have meat, steak. I like a good steak dinner, and you will get rice. You will get stuff from anywhere around the world when you come here, but you'll get a good stir fry. You'll have the taste that you'll not forget. Potato crisps. If some people like some junk food, you're allowed, as long as you get, so I always say 80% good and 20% of junk. You're safe enough. So you will have a memory out of Ireland, regardless. It'll be Guinness. Wow. Should you have a drink?
Wow. That's lovely. That's lovely. I will definitely visit Ireland very soon, or by the grace of God, we will mix together very soon there. But before I let you go, you've been in Africa, you've been in Kenya. What do you like about Africa? And being in Kenya, what is Kenya to you, if you want to explain?
Kenya was, to me, so beautiful to get the heat. The heat was the first thing when you got out in the airport. You were like, wow, Kentucky Fried. Typical Irishman, get the jumper off. And they all look at you as if, are you warm? But the sun and the heat and just a different culture and going through different areas. It's like Ireland. It's like anywhere, like even New York, no matter where you go to, you'll have poorer people and richer people, and they can all be just round the corner. So it's let you know that there's rich and poor in every part of the world, but the rich one might not be the happiest. The poor people are so content inside. You see the little children there playing with just maybe a truck nailed together with two wheels and a board, and they are so joyful. I have so many photographs of little children playing with little. It's not computers or technology, but yet they are content. So that's key. So be content no matter where you are in the world. Being content inside. And that's it. Thinking that thing that gives you joy, should it be a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, school memory. And don't be thinking on the negative things. Go for the positive. Keep the good memories and have a great day. That's the best way. So be that be the shining light. So
I
Kenya,
like
it's hard
that,
to get
and I like what you say about. I like what you say about that, about Ghana. They are not the kids are playing. I mean, not with the phone, but they were playing like a kind of enjoy themselves and enjoy their environment and they enjoy what they have. When next are you coming to Africa, and what should people be expecting from you? I'm putting you on the spotlight now. I'm going to promote your organization, your personality, and what you have. I just want to know what should people be expecting from you in times to come, and where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as a motivational speaker? Then I'm putting three questions together. The third one is, how can people link up with what you are doing, and how can people be benefit from what you are doing, like a kind of, I mean, being a motivational speaker? Kindly put that on the spotlight before we step out of this program.
Anybody can reach out to me, Paul J. Kelly speaking at gmail.com, and send an email. I am inspired to go back to Africa again, and I have this motivation to build libraries because people over there maybe aren't as educated as well as here. So I'd love to have little libraries in different parts of Africa, so people could come in and they could have a hub where they can check into the computer and read knowledge. Reading is the best thing you can do. Here's a wee book here, for example, even The Energy of Words. Life and death is on the tongue, so be careful what you say. But I'd love to have a library where people can go and get more knowledge, be more knowledgeable. The key to life has been, and it's knowledge, it's knowing where to go, knowing who to reach out for, knowing where to get motivated and inspired, and then be transformed. Be that person you want to be, so you can be the leader. Just make it in your mind. Go do it.
Wow. I would definitely love to host you in South Africa as well. Anytime you visit Africa, I would like to host you in South Africa to have another beautiful experience of Africa. South Africa is one of the beautiful country you can think of in the world. And thank God to people like Nelson Mandela that fight for the freedom of the black. And I will say to him that man glad to the soul of the great African leader that stood his ground to make sure that the black in South Africa have what they deserve. And that is why this is what gives us opportunity today to be where we are now. And we give kudos to the great leaders in Africa and in the world that have done so well to themselves. Let me quickly close with this. Paul J. Kelly, if you become world president, I'm not talking president in this president form, I'm talking generally, if you hold a very important post in the world, what will be the first thing that you put in place?
First thing would be we get keep community groups together again to get people to entertain each other. People are too distant. That's the only good thing that come out of COVID. Is some people now knows their neighbours, so it's get to know each other and how they can help each other. Inspire and motivate and pass on. The older people, get the information from them and see how you can improve life and move forward. Don't be fighting. It's not do away with the guns. No war. There's no need for war. If you have a gun, you have intent to kill. So work for the pleasant sides of life. Get away with all the ammunition. Not necessary.
Wow, thank you very much, everyone listening to us. Be motivated with this. This is African Portal Radio coming to you live from Pretoria here in South Africa. Paul J, as we're rounding up this broadcast, what is your advice to the world? A word to the world.
Today, give yourself a massive hug and believe that you can be anything you want to be. You are sunshine. Start shining right now. Right here, right now. Start shining. Just like I'm glowing, it's your time to glow as well. No matter where you are in the world, enjoy yourself. Do what you want to do. Don't let anybody else dictate to you what to do. Be your own boss. There's only one place you have to live, and that's inside. So be the best version of you. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Paul J. Kelly, for accepting our invitation to be on the African Portal. I hope if I call on you again, we're happy to be on our broadcast.
Definitely, absolutely. Anytime, reach out. I'm ready and willing. Yeah, only too delighted.
Yeah. All the best to all the things you will be handing your hand. We lay your hands on definitely when you are in Africa. Visit South Africa, visit Pretoria, visit the African Portal here in Waterkloof in Pretoria. We would like to also accommodate and also host you live in the studio. Thank you very much for taking time to step down. The African Portal is home for everyone. It's where everyone have a say, regardless of the color. It have nothing to do with your background or the color of your screen. This is the home for everyone. And if God have put anything in your mind to support this vision and to make this the BBC of Africa, and God have laid in your mind to support what we are doing, kindly do that. Support us, and you can advertise on our show as well. At the same time, if you want us to put you on the spotlight, whether you're a motivational speaker, whether you are a singer, whether you are a gospel singer, no matter what you do, or you are an author, kindly call us. We would like to hear your story. We would like to tell your story. Call me on +27770333584. The number is already on the screen. Come in on that number. Let's have conversation. And if you want to sponsor or you want to support what we are doing, come in on the same number +27770333584 as well. If you want to advertise on our show, call the same number. Go everyone. You can send us email as well. The African Portal at exclusivemail.co.za. Our website is www.africanportal.co.za. Thank you, everyone, joining us. We really appreciate it. This will be the end to this broadcast for this hour with Paul J. Kelly. We really appreciate you coming out to be part of this show, and we say thank you so much for your time, and thank you for being the great leader and that you dream to be. Thank you for all that you've said so far. Thank you very much. In wrapping up, this is Paul Kelly. We are together having conversation. I have spoke about his life, his journey, and what he has experienced, and why he have a dream to become one of the great leaders in the world. And the reason is that he wants to give back to the community. He wants other people around him also to be happy as he also is happy. So, and he says something that is very significant, that if he become a leader, he will treat people the way he want them to treat him, and that is very key. Let's treat other people the way you want them to treat you back, so that the world will be a better place for everyone to say he's from Highland, he's based in Highland. Thank you very much for Kelly on all social media, having a conversation with him regarding what he's doing. If you want to be motivated, he's a great motivational speaker that I've learned from from Les Brown, and he's one of the great leaders that I can recommend to you when it comes to you want to learn and you want to grow or you want to discover yourself. Call Paul J. Kelly, link to him on all social media, and he's ready to also receive you. Thank you very much, Paul K. From J. Kelly. Thank you very much. Pardon me, Paul J. Kelly. Thank you very, very much. God bless you. Really good. We'll see you again anytime soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, and let's enjoy this music from one of the great musicians from your country. Let's enjoy this as we call it a day. God bless you. Have a beautiful day and enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy. Thank you very much. Bye for now. God bless you. Everyone listening to us, thank you very much. As I used to say, that we are not Africa because we are born in Africa. We are Africa because Africa is born in us. So it's inborn. So if you want to be on the African voice, if you want to be a global voice, come on the number. We'd like to hear your story. We'd like to share your story, everyone. Paul as well is waiting to receive your email. Speak to Paul for anything you want to know about him, or you want to be motivated, you want him to be a mentor to you. connect with him. Thank you very much. Oh yes, Africana. Love the interview. Paul J. Kelly is an inspiration to me. Wow, these are the reason why we put this together. We are getting testimony already traceable to this broadcast. Thank you very much, man. Keep sending, keep listening to the African Portal. Keep joining us. Let's do it together. Together we can. Together we will. When we do it together, we will reach the goal. There is a say in Africa that if you want to go far, go. If you want to go quick and fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, let's go together for us to go far. Sky is the starting point. God bless you. I remain yours, Joshua Oludare Oluson. Keep watching the African Portal. Be part of it. Paul J, before I let you go, I want you to do something for me. Look at your camera and say to the world, this is the African Portal. Keep watching.
This is the African Portal. Keep watching. It is an amazing show. Get on Josh's. Give him all the credit that he requires. Share, share, share.
Thank
Click on the
you
link and
very
share
much,
it.
Paul. Thank you very much. God bless
Love
you. See you again. I will talk to you behind the scene. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy this song as we call it today. Meet us again by 4 o'clock on top of the hour. Kumo Africa will be on the African Portal with one of the great doctor from OAU University, Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife in Nigeria. It will be live on the African Portal. Also a full English show. For those of you that you are listening, join us on top of the hour with Kumo Africa. It's going to be a lovely program. I can guarantee you that. Watch out for it. It's coming. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy this song from Ketik. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy it. God bless you.